held protest over what they term as the blatant violation of court orders by the county government and the police in the War Memorial Hospital ownership row. The legal profession practitioners argue that the disregard of the orders is disrespect to the judiciary. The case was moved to Nairobi from Nakuru 2 weeks ago and has now been moved to Nyandarua. Our Nakuru-based reporter Ken Gashuhi is on that beat and joins us with the latest.
A good afternoon indeed. This morning has been helter-skelter between the lawyers and some goons who invaded their peaceful protest, which started here at the Nakuru Law Courts, protesting against the blatant violation of court orders by the county government and the police or the National Police Service on the reopening of Nakuru War Memorial Hospital, which were issued like 2 weeks ago. This is a case that began in January when the county government invaded Nakuru War Memorial Hospital and took over control of that. But the county or the courts here in Nakuru ordered that the county government hands back the hospital to the private management. However, several court orders were issued. 2 judges recused themselves from that case and referred it to Nairobi. However, Nairobi law courts also referred the case back to Nyandarua, showing that there is indeed an untold force that is behind this case and the violation of court orders. With me here is the Vice President of the Law Society of Kenya, who can tell us more. Maybe what is your perspective about today's happenings?
So today our members of Nakuru chapter came together with the national office to have a peaceful demonstration urging the county government to respect the court orders. These orders have been issued by the court, so unless they have sought for them to be set aside, then they must obey these court orders. So at the backdrop is 2 judges having recused themselves, and we see a back and forth, and we see clearly there's some level of intimidation even of the judiciary. The police service as well know about this issue. We don't understand why the police have not enforced the court orders as well as issued. We should be talking about the county government having handed back this hospital, and any modalities of any discussion should be done after the same have been ensured that they must obey these court orders. We are talking at the backdrop that we, as the Law Society of Kenya, went to the streets a few weeks ago, also urging the executive to comply with court orders. We see this as a trickle down of disobedience of court orders stemming from the executive. And we are urging, as the head of state who is responsible for respecting the constitution, that his government ensures that court orders are respected, because if it starts from the top, then we see the effect that it's trickling down, and we see counties are now blatantly disobeying court orders. And what is more sad is that even after peaceful demonstration is on course and members of the public have come out peacefully, lawyers have come out peacefully and are proceeding without causing any chaos or interference, we see a situation whereby goons are sent to attack advocates. We even have 1 live bullet that was a cartridge that was collected. This is quite sad that such a situation should happen. We have had several peaceful demonstrations. We have never had a situation where this kind of, we have seen a scene like this. We urge the government to reel in its officers to ensure that court orders are obeyed.
Now we have seen that some goons are now taking over the hospital. They are still there. They are now coming into the city center where they're intimidating even the police, attacking the police who have refused to remove them from the hospital. What do you take about the issue of goons now showing their power against the government and even the law enforcers?
The question is, who is behind these goons? We cannot see goons that can overpower our police. It's never had, and it can never be done unless these goons are protected by a certain powerful individual or certain powerful individuals. We ask the county government, the governor, that let her obey court orders. Having goons taking over the hospital will not change the situation. The Law Society will not relent, will fight to ensure that court orders are obeyed. And we ask also these judges that have courage, stand firm, ensure that court order, once you issue those court orders, don't give audience to these same officials who will later on come before you. let them obey your court orders. Do not recuse yourself, do not fear. As long as you carry out your duties with transparency, integrity, and accountability, we will stand strongly behind you.
Thank you very much. That is the LSK Vice President Faith Odhiambo, who has just given us a snapshot of what exactly happened this morning, and we shall be giving you more detailed report in our subsequent bulletin. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Ken Gashui, joining us from Nakuru County, as brings us up to